Crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line. first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Green 80. Punch right, punch right, punch right. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Hey, 54, Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Green 80. Lucy, Green 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Bortles. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey, Liz, huh? Liz. Here we go. Orange. Hey, on.
Smith on first down. Jones Doxson's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tight end right.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. They'll try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Three down. Hey, check. Great 15. Check 26.
Here's Smith now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Right. Yellow. Slot.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Bortles going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. First and 10 right at the 20.
15, yeah.
They pitch it out to Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey, slot.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
We got three.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. There's a nice move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of this season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him down in Seattle, and quarterbacks always get the first look. I'm going with the running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers last year. When he played, they averaged over 30 points per game when he was a starter. When he didn't play, those numbers fell off in a big way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Spread left. Hit somebody. Single. Let's go.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, on.
You got three down.
Hey, back up.
Check, go get him.
Here's Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Turn left.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Green 80. Green 80. Spread right, spread right, spread right. Green is good.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Shotgun now for Bortles. Shart's got it left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
11.
Bortles now on first down. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go, 15.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, on. Block. Hey, you got 3 down.
On first and 10, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Thompson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, a run with Thompson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Fournette, a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Green 80. Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Bortles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Here we go, here we go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Stacy McGee in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
11B, 11B. Green 80. Green 80.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Green 80. Green 80. 372.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So out now come the Redskins. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Liz. Yellow. Rip Liz. Orange.
Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hey, on. 52. 35. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
We got three down.
Slot.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a second spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go.
Hey, go down.
Move.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11B. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So right.
Back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Leonard Fournette breaks the tackles, got room to run. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Hank. Green is it.
He's back to throw. There he goes inside the 30. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Let's get off the field.
Green is it.
Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Lucy.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Hey, you've got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Lucy. Shut. Green 80.
Watch 84.
Green is it.
Back to throw, Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Green is it.
One final try now for Bortles. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So the game-sealing play from Josh Norman. What a big one that was.
He's a guy that loves being the center of attention, and I think to play that position, you have to have that feeling, because oftentimes you will be isolated out there against some of the best the game has to offer. And how about him finishing off this one with a game-clinching interception?
Hey, boys, you got 4 down.
Get line 80.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.